Pressure doesn't always sound loud. Sometimes it sounds like a reasonable question asked a little too fast. A false assumption slips into the room, and before you notice it, you are already explaining yourself. That is the trap. Under strain, people don't just lose control by shouting. They lose it by accepting the wrong frame and trying to sound calm inside it. A bad premise is dangerous because it borrows your composure before it borrows your words. The moment you defend yourself inside a false frame, you have already accepted its structure. Someone says, "Why are you making this harder than it needs to be?" Or, "If you cared about the deadline, this would already be done." Both lines carry a hidden instruction. Answer inside this version of events. Most people do exactly that. They rush to clarify, justify, soften, correct. But the speed of the defense is what seals the problem. You are no longer deciding what the issue is. You are only reacting to it. The stronger move is calmer. Don't defend the premise. Step outside it. Separate the assumption from the actual question. Pressure wants tempo. It wants you quick, eager, and slightly off balance. If you can slow the exchange, you often recover the most important thing in the room, the right to define what is actually happening. A false frame should be examined, not answered. You are in a meeting and an update runs long. Someone cuts in and says, "So are we delayed because you changed direction again?" The room tightens. The wording does two things at once. It suggests blame, and it packages that blame as if the facts are already settled. If you answer too quickly, you will probably say something like, "No, that's not what happened," and then start explaining every step that led here. Now you are inside their structure. You are defending against their sequence, their pace, their conclusion. A calmer response does less. You pause. Then you say, "That assumes the delay came from a direction change." It didn't. The issue is approval timing. Nothing dramatic happens, but the room changes. The tempo drops. People can now see the assumption instead of inhaling it. You did not dodge the issue. You corrected the frame before entering the discussion. That is what composure looks like under load. Not passivity, not silence for its own sake. Just enough control to stop a crooked premise from becoming the official version. Name the premise, then pause. Use it when a loaded question or accusation arrives. Identify the assumption before giving your explanation. For example, "That assumes X." Then stop for a beat. The pause matters because it breaks the rushed rhythm that pressure creates. It keeps you from sounding defensive, and it gives the room a chance to notice the frame before you move inside it. You are not refusing the conversation. You are refusing to begin it in the wrong place. Pressure speeds bad framing because speed hides structure. Slow it down, and the hidden assumption becomes visible. You do not need the perfect response. You need enough composure to reject the wrong starting point. That's the principle. Now go practice.